What's up guys, Car Boss back in another video. It's been 2 weeks plus, I guess, since my last upload. Been pretty busy, like super busy. As you can tell from the title of this video, trying to hit a goal, okay, of $1 million in revenue for 2025. Now, we're sitting in March 2025, so we're still quite a long way to go to the end of the year. And of course, as at this moment, I'm nowhere near that target. But one thing I'm confident to say is I think I finally worked out the system. I finally worked out the processes and kind of like the strategy that I need to put in place to reach that goal. Now, I never imagined that I would be able to hit a target like that. When I first started this journey on being a full-time card reseller, it's more of just turning my passion, my side hustle into something that I enjoy doing full-time. Because 20 plus years as a corporate finance gig, it's kind of get a bit jaded. I wanted to do something fun and earn some money at the same time, but I never imagined taking this business to another level and hitting such lofty financial goal. Okay, but it's something pretty exciting, something that I would feel very proud of if I were to achieve this target. And it's not an easy task. And I've spent the last couple of weeks figuring out certain things, especially when you have a business this size, I have to take it to another level in terms of the back end, okay, of moving the entire business into an LLC structure for the benefit of my US friends. It's called differently in Malaysia, but an LLC structure whereby it's a proper company, a lot of paperwork involved, a lot of things that need to be above board. Whereas you're running a side hustle, you're running a home business on your own. There's a lot of things that can be a bit loose. And the main reason of moving to a structure like this is more to be more tax efficient as an LLC, or at least over here in Malaysia. So something that I foresee doing this, maybe a year or two in the future. I never expected to accelerate to this quickly, but given the circumstances, it's something I'm pretty excited to be involved in. Now, what are the other goals of having an LLC structure? I'm not sure yet at this juncture. People set up companies with intention of doing bigger things, but for me, it's just being tax efficient. And at this juncture, I'm still a couple of weeks away. There's lots and lots of paperwork involved of moving the actual business, getting the back end all sorted. So that's what's been keeping me busy for the last couple of weeks, and it's going to keep me busy for the last 2 weeks, for the next 2 weeks, especially. Because of that, content has taken a back seat. But one thing that hasn't changed is my activity in terms of buying and selling. As far as selling is concerned, I've been working with Finance Collect, and sales has been doing great. Okay? The auction's been doing great. The last weekly auction, number 165, wasn't that good. So one thing I want to do is maybe just to share with you guys on the sales journey. I'm pretty sure you guys are curious. In order for me to achieve that $1 million revenue goal, what kind of cards am I selling, and how, at what velocity am I selling? So that's something interesting that maybe I want to commit to doing. I'm pretty sure if I could do a weekly sales, because some of the weekly sales are not consistent, but definitely it's something to every fortnight where I can cover maybe 2 weeks worth of sales and what kind of cards that were sold. Not so much on the numbers itself, because you guys can see comps obviously, right? But maybe on the mindset of why this card was acquired, why did I choose to sell it now? Everything's an auction, okay? So it's all in the public domain, okay? Also, maybe every couple of weeks, I want to talk about cards that I pick up. I do share some of my pickups on my Instagram, some of the bigger cards. One thing that I do notice, especially recently, people are sharing all the great pickups from the Dallas card show, from the Chicago show. Awesome looking cards. I feel jealous that I can't be there, in Malaysia. But I do attend my own online card show daily. Okay, I walk across the platforms. I think Adam Gray has a nice channel that talks across the hobby, where he talks of all the significant cards ending on the various auction platforms every single week, highlighting the different cards. And I find it very beneficial for me, to look at those cards. But of course, it being out in the open, that means that everybody has eyes on those cards as well. But of course, finances are being limited. I can't buy everything, as much as I like to. Every single card looks cool, but you got to pick up pick the right deals to make, okay, in order to make some money, obviously. So sharing the pickups that I made maybe every 2 weeks will be kind of interesting for you guys. Get you guys have a train of thought, get behind my train of thought behind why I picked up certain cards and why, because not everything is a steal on open market. Sometimes you do get steals, but sometimes not. So you gotta strategize on the buying, why I choose to pay a certain value for a certain card, especially when they don't have comps. I did a video on the one-of-ones recently. That obviously has comps or doesn't have comps in some instances, and why I anticipate of selling it at a certain price, or why I values cards at those prices. I think that would be very interesting for you guys. Okay, and of course, one thing that I really want to ramp it up on this channel is the podcast itself, where I want to bring in guests to talk about their card collecting, their hobby, business in some extent, and I'm going to start from back home. So I brought a guest, Sean, from my backyard in Malaysia. I have a few more guests lined up from my own Malaysian side. Collectors sharing their hobby history. They are not full-time sellers, but they do buy and sell certain cards. Not on a bigger scale, but they do this for the enjoyment of hobby, which is what most of us are doing for. And I do want to branch out to talk about to more people from this part of the world, from Asia. I have friends in Singapore, I have friends in Hong Kong. I just want to get their thoughts and the stories behind it, that to share with you guys. We have a lot of podcasts that's already based US centric, and talk about some of the bigger collectors, some of the huge cards back there. We see a lot of huge cards here in Asia as well through Instagram, but we don't have a lot of people talking about it. Okay, so it'd be nice to try to get some of these guys on board the pod to kind of share their stories, share the history. One thing, language could be an issue. I understand some of them are shy because the English is not the first language. So we'll see how that goes. Right? Okay, I do know a bit of Mandarin, but it's not good enough to have an extensive, detailed conversation with any of these guys. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm willing to try anything just to bring a different perspective on hobby to you guys watching this channel, which is the goal for me from the very beginning. And that's why it's called the Sports Card Podcast in the first place. But it takes a while to get these people on board. For me personally, it's also this is new. Okay, so I also want to get a bit of groove, especially talking to my friends in Malaysia first before branching out to the rest of Asia, and that's I think will be beneficial for you guys. So that's basically the channel update for me. Just want to apologize, for the short hiatus, for you guys who are following my channel, but it's a lot going on behind the scenes. But definitely, coming for 2 weeks from now, it's gonna start ramping up a lot of things. I'm gonna share with you guys my journey. I'm pretty excited for that, and hopefully I have some guests coming on to this channel to talk about a different perspective on the hobby for these guys. So do subscribe, follow this channel for those kind of content. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next one. Kabos out.